are you struggling with GCSE chemistry, especially the topic of metals and their reactions, well, stick around for this video where we are going to have a quick look at what a redox reaction is. We are going to consider this equation. We're going to simplify and stick to the definition of oxidation and reduction in terms of gain and loss of oxygen. So remember, oxidation is when a substance gains oxygen, whereas reduction is when a substance loses oxygen. So let's see what's happening in this equation. You have copper oxide that reacts with carbon to form carbon dioxide and copper. So copper oxide again has oxygen to start off with, and on the other side, copper oxide loses oxygen to become copper. So what's actually happening to copper oxide? Is it being oxidized or is it being reduced? Well, reduction shows that a substance loses oxygen. In this case, copper oxide is losing oxygen to become copper, so copper oxide is being reduced. Okay, what about our other reactant? In this case, carbon. Carbon has no oxygen to begin with, but then as a product, it converts into carbon dioxide and gaining two lots of oxygen. So what's happening to carbon? Well, in this case, carbon gains oxygen, therefore it becomes oxidized to carbon dioxide. Okay, so in this reaction, you have reduction and oxidation happening at the same time. And there is a special term we give to reactions like this, where oxidation and reduction happens at the same time. And we call these redox reactions. And it comes from the combination of these two words, reduction and oxidation. So red for reduction and oxidation for and ox for oxidation. So a redox reaction is where oxidation and reduction happen simultaneously. We only had a look at this in terms of gain and loss of oxygen. We can also have a look at an example of gain and loss of electrons where we can show a redox reaction happening.